Welcome back everyone. In the last video I showed you my trip to SPIEL in Essen, and as promised I'm gonna show you some of the stuff I got. So first up is some wacky dice, and this one has a bunch of planets on it. I think this is Mars, the Moon and Venus, and the rest I don't recognize. This one will come in really handy for when my players can't decide on where to go in the dungeon. It happens more often than you think. And with this one, I can see how an NPC might react. These are really weird. They have got some sins and some virtues on them. And then I have this other one, and this one has the 10 commandments on it, which is really fun. So let's roll them and see what kind of stuff we could do with this. So this person might be a little bit crazy. They might be very tough. And also, they will never tell a lie. So let's do that again real quick. This might be a very sad but hopeful priest, maybe. Yeah, really fun. Love those. Can't wait to use them. I also picked up these gatcha balls from a gatcha machine that they had. Every one of these includes a miniature, a D20, and a little piece of candy and a sticker. And I bought these as little gifts for my D&D players. This is my favorite brush, probably, that I currently own, and my old one is getting pretty knackered, so I thought, let's get a new one. And then I also got this Pro Acryl Wizard's Butt paint. If you don't know about this, Pro Acryl is a great paint brand that I love, and when they have leftover paint from mixing, they'll pour it all together, and that'll create a batch of Wizard's Butt. This is a Reaper miniature that I was thinking about getting before, and also a little orc. These are both from Reaper. I love these. They're both classic fantasy, sort of old school vibes. And then these are some one-page rules miniatures. I think these are from the new official starter set. I watched a video by Goobertown Hobbies a while back where he covered these. And I must say they're pretty good. There's like some big flash on the lizard leg. But that's nothing you can't just trim away. The sci-fi guy, I gave this to my brother. He's into like Halo and Helldivers and that sort of stuff. Me, I'm more into fantasy. So I got these. This was actually, I won this from like a lucky wheel that I spun. And they're like torches and braziers. This I bought with my own money. Gamer's Grass is probably my favorite tuft company. And they have now started selling 3D printed basing bits as well. I know these are available from like Green Stuff World and other sources. I personally think Green Stuff World is not a great company, so I was happy to see someone else get into this. They were very expensive though, so I don't know. There's a lot of them. I haven't taken them off the supports yet, so I don't know if they're any good or if they'll break, but I thought I'd test them out. I don't know, we'll see. You can never have too many mushrooms. Something else you can never have too much of is coins. There was a big pile of coins that you could just choose some and keep them, and I chose a bunch of different ones. These are all based on actual historic coins from around the world. This one I think is a Spanish coin, which is really pretty. And I got some English coins in there as well. This one I don't even know anymore. This one's Greek. Obviously, the owl is very well known. And yeah, they feel very good. They're heavy, solid metal coins. And they'll be great for D&D and the likes. From Trench Crusade, I bought this patch because I love patches and I love occult and magical stuff. I think this is like a Heretic Legion thing. There's this Ouroboros motif on there and these eyes, and then that symbol in the middle reminds me of the Artillery Witch. So I thought it was really cool, and I got one to put on my jacket, maybe. Here's a little a gaming or play mat. It's made of like the same stuff a mouse mat is made of. I mean, you could use this just as a mouse mat, but I think it's meant to be like for playing Magic on. I got this as a gift. It's by Ultra Pro, which is a pretty well-known brand. And it's branded with the event, so a nice keepsake. At the RPG section of the event, I got these 2 zines that are for Mörk Borg. These are amazing. I've played some of the stuff in here already because it's available for free as a PDF online. And it's just like a collection of different character classes and adventures and dungeons. And it's got my favorite illustration in all of Mörk Borg in it, the roach herder. Beautiful finish as well. Yeah, really happy to pick these up in physical format because the content is amazing and this is all fan created. And then they do a thing called Mörk Borg Cult, where they take the best fan submissions and they work together with their graphic designers to make them real products. Also included were these 2 little goodies. One of them is a giant poster, which I think is like sort of a dungeon and sort of just like a comic telling the story of the people who went into this dungeon. I'm not really sure, but it looks really, really cool. Also included was Dark Fort, which I did not even know about. This is apparently the original game that later became Mörk Borg. And there were some little character sheets in there and a very, very small rule set. So I don't know, it might be fun to try that out sometime. The real big purchase I made at Spiel is this, the Dungeon Crawl Classics German rulebook. And I had a talk with the guy who sold me this and he was telling me about the game and I got really, really excited because it looks awesome. Look at the art inside the cover here. It's so beautiful. And this whole book is filled with like really, really flavorful old school artwork that just, I don't know, it just does something for me. This game is very different from like modern D&D. It's got like a dice chain with weird and wacky dice you've never heard of, and this is what spells look like. You roll on tables and then the effects get like stronger or more catastrophic depending on the result. And I just fell in love with the whole vibe of this thing. This old school dungeon crawl revival scene has really kind of conquered my heart as of late. So really excited to try this out. We already played like one small short game with my local D&D group and it was really fun. It was crazy and very different, but I think we'll really enjoy it. And to go with that, I also bought this big expansion box. The price was really good and I just fell in love with the artwork and the vibe. This was sold to me as like the original fantasy crime city that inspired Baldur's Gate and Ankh-Morpork, Lankhmar. And inside this box you can see there's, oh my god, look at this artwork. I don't know if this does something for you, but for me this is beautiful. Also random tables on the back. Yeah, and these are like little dungeon modules or like adventures and settings. It's like a campaign setting basically, where you can have lots of little adventures that are all set inside this crazy fantasy city. And there's like pre-made adventures in there, but also everything you would need to kind of like randomly generate some stuff or do your own kind of like homebrew sandbox things as well. Yeah, I don't know, there's a lot, but I just kept finding new secrets in here as well. Like little surprises like these. I don't even know if you're supposed to like, I think you're supposed to like scan these and then you can use them as tokens. They're like luck tokens and also some other tokens, which I don't really know the meaning of yet. But the artwork already is really captivating. And this is probably my favorite thing in there. I had to go back here to see this Dungeon Crawl Classics, the deadliest role-playing game of all time. I don't know, like I know that a lot of this artwork is like actually like old artwork from like back in the day that they've repurposed. But this adventure has you and your party shrink to the size of like mice, and then you have to kind of like escape. I think that sounds like a good fun time. There's a DM screen included as well with all of the beautiful artwork for the modules. Love that. And then of course on the inside there is all the important information you need to run the game. Also there's this map which has like a very velvety, sort of a thick, almost like rubbery texture. It's really nice. It's not just normal printed paper, but you can see how large it is. It's so big and so beautiful. I love when stuff like this is included. You don't get this too often. Like the D&D starter set could never. Man, really nice stuff. It reminds me of like the old school rugs you would have on the floor of your children's bedroom, you know, with like the city streets. Leave a comment if you remember those, I guess. And here's a world map, also beautifully illustrated. It's all in German, but that's okay, because all of my players speak German, usually. Now, after the event, I met up with my friend Garrett, and he had actually commissioned me to paint some of the miniatures he kitbashed at Camping Kitbash. So we met up and we had dinner together, and he brought his minis over for me to take back to Berlin. So here they are. These are his Noble Lancers for Turnip 28. And as of recording this voiceover, I've actually already started painting these. They're like, I don't know, like a third of the way through. Yeah, I'm going like old school Britannia with it. Really clean checkerboard patterns and freehands and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna make a video out of it, but maybe I'll share them when they're finished, since they're like a commission and not my own thing. Maybe not something for the channel, but let me know if you'd still like to see them. In the background here, you can see me kind of put together all of the stickers and postcards and random like little brochures that I collected over the 2 days that I was there. And also this product catalog for Archon. I discovered Archon this year, I think, and backed like 2 or 3 of their Kickstarters, because I am like a huge fan of their products. They make like plastic stuff and the quality is just like Games Workshop. This dragon bone catapult, when I saw this, I like fell in love immediately. This is the exact thing that I'm always looking for when I'm at events like this, like old school, retro, kind of janky, handmade. Just, I don't know, this is the stuff that makes me really happy to see. And this is also like, these are the kind of miniatures that I feel the proudest of when I have them in my collection. And they feel like they are meaningful objects. You know, we collect a lot of things in this hobby, and we surround ourselves with a lot of little toys and plastic soldiers. And I think having things that feel like they are important or special, that's what I'm looking for mostly. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really enjoy doing these kind of hobby haul loot style videos. Maybe I should be buying so much stuff, but I'm glad that you are here to watch me unpack it all when I do. So if you liked the video, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.